Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. With that, let's get into it. You were always too quiet, often preferring to hide your secrets and things about your past. Bakugou, as your boyfriend, of course cared to know, but he also respected your privacy, and he'd never force you to say anything when you weren't ready. So, he told himself to wait until you could finally trust him enough to share whatever you were hiding from him. He supposed it wouldn't be too bad, as of course, he trusted you, too. But once in a while, he'd feel a pain in his chest because he knows that he's not enough. Not enough for you to trust him, to finally tell him about whatever you were hiding. He supposed it was time, but as months went by, and you still would not say a word about your abuse to him, he was upset, feeling guilty, like he was a bad person, like you were afraid of him, of getting mad at you. After all, it sounded very reasonable. Bakugou's personality was uncontrollable. He was angry most of the time, and although he never directed it at you, he's afraid that you might have grown to fear him, that you might even leave him at one point because you don't trust him or love him enough. He wanted to be a better boyfriend for you, yet it seemed like there was nothing you could do to make you trust him. It was Saturday, and Bakugou noticed that you were very upset. So, he let himself do something out of character for once. He waited until you were studying, creeping up from behind, and then, before you knew it, his arms had snaked down to your sides, and he had picked you up, tossing you into the bed, and he started tickling you. Laughs erupted from your mouth, and it only got louder as your struggle ceased and you could not stop him from tickling you. Your eyes were closed as you blindly searched for his sides, your breath coming out in strikes and harsh gasps, between you laughing so hard. But Bakugou was observant. He noticed how your arms moved so you could tickle him, and before you knew it, he pushed your arm away harshly, harsher than he intended. After all, he wasn't used to being gentle, and that was all it took for you to freak out. Your face was as pale as a sheet of paper, and your eyes were closed shut, arms rising up to protect your body from being hit, as if you were expecting more. Bakugou froze when he saw the genuine fear that you could see on your face, on your trembling form. He's quick to sit against his wall in the bed, pulling you into his lap gently as he comfortingly pets your hair. You bury your head in the crook of his neck, a flurry of painful memories causing tears to build up in your tightly closed eyes as you grip onto Bakugo, as if your life absolutely depended on it. And maybe it did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You try apologizing, but he was quick to shush you. His voice gruff, but gentle and soft, in his own Bakugo way. You didn't do anything wrong, dumbass. Just breathe. Of course, Bakugo doesn't blame you, but he also feels you thought he was going to hit you, simply because of how angry he could be. After all, he didn't know of your past of abuse. I know Mom was angry and shit, but... His voice breaks, and he holds you the slightest bit tighter, more protectively. I'd never hit you, Anne. He tries to keep his voice steady, but it breaks again, as tears well up in his eyes. I love you so much. I'd never do anything to hurt you. Okay, baby? I swear it. You continue to grip onto him desperately, opening your mouth to speak, even though you know your voice is going to be hoarse from your crying. I know you wouldn't. It just made me think about when it happened. I just reacted. I know you'd never do that to me, Katsu. No, don't be sorry. Just talk to me, okay? Please? He says sternly, but giving you the option to object. To just stay within his arms protectively. So you tell him some of the things you had to endure. He drops the name Damas, giving you soft nicknames and encouragement to continue. When you started crying too much, to continue talking. Aside from his encouragements and hushing of your apologies, he just lets you speak what's on your mind. It's freeing, and honestly, you feel a lot better when it's over. Thank you, Katsu. I love you so very much. You whisper tiredly as you finish your hours-long conversation. He shakes his head as he continues rocking you comfortably. I'm here for you through whatever, babe, and I plan to keep it that way, he says, the determination in his voice causing a small smile on your face. You eventually fall asleep, Bakugo humming gently as he continues rocking you comfortingly. Honestly, you couldn't be happier in that moment, with the love of your life, caring for you with no restraints. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.